My name is Luke Gamers. Welcome back to Danganronpa. Happy Havoc Chapter 4, and now we're going on this is part 12, I believe. So, last episode we figured out that Sakura was the traitor, and now, which everyone's kind of against her, except me, kinda. I'm not against her, Hina's not against her, and neither, I don't think Kyoko's against her either, necessarily, but, yeah, and, we did two free, not free debates, oh god, I don't even know. Let's get right into it. I need to do something about Sakura. I better go out to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Oh wow! Oh, is that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Yo, let's get going there. What's going on? Ah, Makoto, we got a big problem, man. Well, what's wrong? Well, look! Carl's finger shocked as he pointed. Oh, she's crying in pain.
What happened? She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
No, that's not true.
You gotta be kidding.
No, she's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Tucko and Hina just all of a sudden, they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze. Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at the shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just look totally set you on fire? Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Oh, okay then. Let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, hero, help me. Sure thing. Oh, God. Oh, God. Wow, that's a great start to the episode. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chases out the room as we carried Hina away. Wow. Okay. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure. Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. Sort of sarcastic, that just makes you sound even more hostile. What even happened? Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight and I lost my temper. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura? At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttles gets you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just, without thinking about it, I just wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
Serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, his eyes started swelling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. It's Sakura then. And there stood before us, Sakura Ogami. Sakura, you're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, and nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, hero, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was just that Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
Damn.
To hurt Hina, damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her? What is this? What is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
No forgiveness.
Oh, God. Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you exactly. Somebody save me! Hero nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later, what's going on? What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room. I gather that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura! You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line? Goodbye. What does that mean? Wait, Sakura. Whispering and actually leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were ... Hey, it's just us now, Kyoko. Hey. Kyoko, ... Are you still mad? ... Yeah, I figured. It's fine. Huh? About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore. Then do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you're thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that, I wouldn't have
arrogance from you.
Oh, ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry. It's fine, I already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted. Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's forget about this. Okay, thank you. Hey, when a woman admits she's wrong. Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me.
so...
Where? Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess,
Shall we
but...
go?
Well then, shall we get going? With our typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, settling a brick space. Ah, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. And eventually we arrived. Alter Ego still here? The dressing room? So there's something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with Alter Ego. But you said we didn't need Alter Ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him, I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs Alter Ego, he has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter Ego wants to ask us something? Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay, two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Oh yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But, just to stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so we can get us all out of here. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it, then find you and then... you agree, right, Kyoko? ... I realized how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but... When I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. I was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile. You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
Certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this. There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But,
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But,
Hey.
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight along his friends.
Now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look at the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's one other place where there's no surveillance camera? Our room without surveillance camera. The secret room. That's it! The secret room you told me about! And if you remember, there's no surveillance camera in there. And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the secret network somehow. We'll have to move Alter Ego and the mastermind may spot us going through into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I think we need to try. Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing right now, so let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shit, you can't talk right now. We're gonna move you to another room until we get you there. We have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers, so there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already, Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
true.
Agreed. Let's go ahead to the secret room. Let's go! Woo! Secret room we go. Okay. Hi, Toko. Or Genocide Jill, I should say. Ooh. Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just sitting there? Hurry up and go. Oh, okay. I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Bingo, bitch. Okay, first we have to find a network table. In the desk, she said, in the drawers. From the Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in the drawer. Yes, a network cable. Perfect. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it. Yeah, I think it worked. Just leave the rest to me, Esther. I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends. Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto. I can see that. Okay, good. Thank you, Makoto. How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us to hear.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye, Kyoko. Bye, wifey. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. Much was for sure. Okay. Ah, Kyoko.
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split up?
that?
Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that just a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done. It's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
So-
If we find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why, Alter Ego, all we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. Free time? I'm kind of tired. I had completely dozed off. Ding dong. JC, are you knocking on my door? Am I gonna open my door and see Kokichi Oma? Oh my god, no, I'd be careful. No, I honestly know he's not in this game. I know, I'm a stupid Chad, I'm a stupid. Sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Kyoko, is it you? Or Hina?
Makoto.
Oh, it's Kyoko, good. Makoko, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to me and said she was white as a ghost. Sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Hurry. Okay, let's hurry. Hi. Oh, hi. Oh, okay, anyway. Yes, what is it, Hina? Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There's a window in the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head. What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway,
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school
listen to
regulations.
me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
Would seem,
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair.
in other words,
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in.
indeed.
We'll smash the window, then we should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break in. Wait, okay. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hasn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here, Huff Huff, I found a broom. Huff, in the classroom, Huff Huff, use it. You can handle this, right, Makoto? Yeah, come on, please, hurry! Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aimed directly at the window and I took it one solid hit. Crash. The window shattered, 100 pieces scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the door and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair is pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura, I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment later I laid my hand on her. Oh, she's dead. Okay. That's dope. That's cool. Sakura's dead. Not like I already knew that or anything. Okay. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life has abandoned Sakura's body, and then... Body discovery announcement! Oh shit!
A body has been discovered.
Oh no,
After a
certain
amount of time,
okay.
you may use however you like.
Oh my.
Trial will begin.
Investigation time already? Oh, deadly life, deadly wife. Wait, deadly life, deadly wife. That goes really good, my god. Chapter 4 was short, Dad. Yeah.
Sakura's dead?
Yep.
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on, and Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? I had to go get them. I had to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room, and why? Why does this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. Okay, and after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ah,
Yes.
so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
Your fault.
It was one of you, Hirobi Toko. One of you killed Sakura. You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it, I know it. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right.
Kuma file.
Yay, let's go. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you, huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Huh? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
In
then
other words,
I killed her? Sorry, not quite actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it wouldn't have been no mean feat to take down and beam off like that.
Hey.
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well,
So, I don't know, I didn't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one. Oopsie, before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your life's on the line, right? What the hell? He owes them one. I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. And how can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be so angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura. Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina's guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me. You're always the thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on, before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is, Hirobi Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
it's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura!
I won't forgive
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid, our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say, I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
All clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in, just let me. You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'll spend my time coming with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hero, do you really object? if you're gonna go that far, can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care? Then it's decided. Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to this request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura, for those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. ... Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind if we can't uncover Sakura's killer.
Listen to me.
Or all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. I see blood over there immediately. That's what I see. Okay, investigation time. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. This was a daytime kill, as you can tell, obviously. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noticed. However, it seemed that at one point the victim suffered from violent vomiting and blood. Monokuma file number 4 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
Well, the only way into the rec room was the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed or shut with a chair from the inside of the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out, so we broke the window. It was likely zero escape, right?
In other words...
Or worse, this was a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I think you might see this kind. Wait. So if okay. So the killer killed Sakura. Meaning, and then they locked the door. So, and they had to leave the room at some point because it was only Sakura in the room because no one was hiding out in here. The only way the killer can still be in the room and lock the door at the same time is if it's a suicide. But that doesn't explain the blood over there, which shows signs of a possible struggle. Yeah, I can.
Hey.
Oh, wait. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. The simple way means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special measures seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involved in the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are murder variations, so for that we'd have to go do is check the door to see if it was right. Second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
In other words...
Okay, I see what you're going for here. Can I just investigate, please? I probably should be reading this, but I kind of just want to investigate. So, check the door, you said, right? This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only noticeable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get in. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanical use on the floor. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Yeah, what about this blood over here? I see blood over there. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But it doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine job wasn't been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Oh yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little bit. So you gave her that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really liked them that much?
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they lost all their flavor. Hina, look at... Really? This is evidence? What's this? There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura is sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass? It's a figure. It fits the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Who had one of those? Check this. Okay, the last person that mentioned Protein XMX was Hina when we went to the chem room. Sakura and Hina were there, meaning one of them had it. And this was a protein drink, right? It's like a complex container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
It's like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good in all sorts of alignments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. Okay, hold on. Okay. It got a label on it that says chem to it. It reminds me Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff, so she must have gotten it from the chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange, huh? What is?
Hey.
I was just thinking that. The bottle is on top of the glass, but we broke the glass after the bottle should have already been there. I mean, the glass should have been on top of it, so how could it get underneath it? Shards of light blue glass? That must be part of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
Well, they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. What does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'd probably become an important clue later on. An important clue, I'm not sure I see how. We broke the glass, it should be on top of it, not below it. And the body itself. That's obvious evidence of blow to the head, Sakura. So normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what could have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. This points to a suicide. She could have slipped something in her protein drink. The door was locked on the inside. There's no other blow. There was no other signs of injuries on the body. Vomiting out the mouth. It could have had poison that made her vomit, but the poison kills her. It's a suicide. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Byakuya? However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
That's most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to the way she died. Anything else I can find in here? Let me get your account. Well, we already know who did it. Byakuya took her a hero and it had to be one of them. They couldn't stand sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me that she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen, and she said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I stopped her by force even, this never would have happened. Impossible to not have regrets, I know. Okay, that's good to know. So she asked to meet up with everybody. Might be good to confirm what I just heard with them. Yes. Alright, was this true? What did you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her here in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. That it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would I do if it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go and see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and I threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? I think so. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. If we're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Kyoko. For Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
She certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get an upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have been taking her by surprise, right? Certainly they would have needed to if they expected her to stand any chance against her. I need to get the other's account. Oh shit, there's a locker right there. Oh wait, fingerprints on it and everything. Okay. Hold on, locker's open and there's one on the side? On the inside? It's a handprint.
Why?
What's the handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust. And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding in there in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then the killer hid in there until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion they popped out and they joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not? Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? And yeah, the locker was already open at that point. So there's no way someone could have been hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? So something definitely happened before. This is so much for a suicide. I don't know if you know if it is a suicide. I did, though. This part, the magazines. You know, full magazines here. Okay. Oh, wait. These have bottles on them. These are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Inside each bottle, some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottles. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, huh? You know, there's the bottle's opening and it's smaller than the boat placed inside. You never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
This is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Yes. Okay, I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which means Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? So the glass and the Monokuma figure are the evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Is this anything important at all? It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to Monokuma file, docked around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. That was when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego. Ooh, a chair? The chair was shoved against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. So there's no evidence any kind of string or mechanic getting used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special to be done with it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply just because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the door not from turning and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door of chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room door from the inside, not from the outside. Then it's a suicide. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then,
You should probably go talk to people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I decided to go in my place. Yeah, I want to go talk to, I need to go talk to Hiro and Toko. Toko, how you doing, bud? After a few seconds. Huh? Who's there? The most negative aura I ever felt. An aura of total decay. Well, what do you want?
Back to normal.
Okay.
Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good
Hey,
mood.
I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time? ...
Obviously, annoying Toko slithered out into the hallway. So you wanted to talk to me about something? I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Oh, I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yep, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go to see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. Wait, you know who would go see her, though? Remember when, remember during the last trial, freaking, Hiro went to go see Celeste and Hifumi just out of curiosity because he thought there was an escape. He could have done the same thing here. Togo's account has been added, yep. Hey, buddy, I know for a fact you went there. I pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto, dude? Did you need something? I did. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have you special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Sakura told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well... When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But... didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura.
Got it all wrong.
No way. I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Gay was when Hina got her, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Hero's feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. Okay, but when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hero's pocket. Oh, quick as the wind, Hero snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket. Sorry, just a bit of trash I had to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Orga asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me, before waiting for a reply, Hero quickly slipped back to his room. Hero said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Yeah, no, that was, okay, you're definitely suspicious, Hero. I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe you should find out more about the protein we found in the rec room. Sure must have come from the chem lab. Where should I start? Probably chem lab. Actually, no, probably the crime scene first, because that's closer. Okay, rec room, here we are, perfect. So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see, so long as Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient, someone must be lying. It's Hiro. Someone's lying. Well, I've been made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the Shovel magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These two things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. So you said the magazines, right? So the magazine was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. This magazine is upside down. Okay. Someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
Something catches your eye. It's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Pick up the inverted magazine and flip through it. Oh, this is one of the magazine pages. Near the center of the magazine, a word has been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it appears you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
Is indeed a dying message someone used to figure to write it. A dying message.
However...
Just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... This is Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Whoa, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
Forgive you.
It's settled, she's the killer for sure. Not conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me think that's much more suspicious. Okay, then you might need to check the Monokuma bottles. You said you found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new. Okay. So did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful when you find it. There's 2 missing, right? There should have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but there's 2 of them missing. Hey Kyoko, can you tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so everyone has confidence in the room. Then it's not just because you don't trust me, right? ... No answer? I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it, if you don't mind me helping me, right? Experiment?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken floor? Try to get smaller pieces too? Are you sure it's okay to mess up the crime scene like that? I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. The Ashbyark is not here, so...
Then.
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. Okay. And so they're finished up. Sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing? Let's get the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? Because the glass you collected in one of those Monokuma bottles is still intact. What do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. That makes sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced, which means each Monokuma weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figure weights inside are basically the same, and nothing else would defect. Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what do we expect to see? A normal assumption would be the way they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected would be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I have missed some here and there. Okay, then let's give it a try. Heavier, that means 2 bottles were used. Huh? The more pieces are heavier? How is that possible? Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
There's a little experiment in the correlation between the bottles. Put it all together. It arrived one very specific conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. Okay, then this wrapper. I gave it to Sakura. She got super bunch of around inside tight. So after we left the nurse, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. What else was I supposed to check? Miko, did you have her on in the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what he meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. ... C9 poison. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf, but more important right now, there's one powder that's been spilled in front of everyone. I have to be careful not to step in it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like there's a bottle that has a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
In other words,
That's right. It should have been around the time of the incident. Is that really is when it happened? It must have been related to the case somehoh. Source of the powder has been added to the truth bullet section. I see a part of it in the shell. Yeah, look at the 2 there. There's 1 missing in the middle. One I can tell is nothing but dangerous chemicals. This looks like poisons and powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with letter C. So I guess it could be considered this as part of the shelving on unit section C. So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals. I have no idea what they are.
what?
Oh, I should have probably read all that, but, so I think the C has something to do with it, but they're all mixed. Chem C9. It could have been something put here on accident. Yeah, that should have been put in C9. That's correct. What concerns me that the section was a C. That's weird. And it has a skull on it too, which makes me think. I did. Oh, there's footprints. These are footprints. They're only in front of the left shelf. These footprints relate to the scene as the whole. We need to stretch out the floor plan. By we, what do you mean? How kind of you to offer. With an instead of a smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen. Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay. I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up the sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean? For me. So when you look at this looks interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. Then came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me. These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, let me see your shoe, and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your free beard to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints, unfortunately. But with how clear these footprints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are really a valuable clue. Can I leave now? The actual spillage? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good, hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of the broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. But it looks like someone left their footprints in the powder. Based on the position of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe it's time to have a good look at the rec room. Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, back at the rec room. I need to see what Kyoko wants me to look at again. I forgot. Okay, I'm trying to explore what I can again. Turns out they gave us the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of that kind of string or anything. Okay, let me clean this up. The magazine proves it. Okay. Dead body again. Let's check it out. According to Kyoko, there's still someone to be discovered from the Sakura's body. Okay. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure out anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Oh, wait. A bottle was used, but over there. Check her head. Like me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of it. Kind of thing I've grown persistently used to, although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I still can't get used to it. That's totally normal. Then how can you? Imagine it's because I had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here. Poison on her shoe. Yellow powder on her step. Yeah, it really stands out. That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added to the truth bullet section. Next is the wound to her head. Actually, even telling you that it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow. But instead, she received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows. Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's only one interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either of them. So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Oh, okay. Oh, time for trial! And that means the next episode. Ooh, yep, no, speak, go ahead. You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring. I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Alright then, let's begin in the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please we go to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon. I love that. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. She did it. It's a suicide. I think it is, but I can't explain everything else. That's what I want to figure out. Okay, this will be it for this episode of Danganronpa. So if y'all enjoy, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you all in the next video for the trial. Join my Discord server too, and I'll see you all next video. See you guys.